Hey guys, and welcome to the Fab 5, Pokemon Fab 5. I'm your host, Milan Swami. Today I'm bringing you guys one of my own unique series. It is called Random Wonder Bread, and yes, it is not the delicious bread that we all know, but if you look at the thumbnail, it's on there. So, basically what this entire series is about is I take a Pokemon that I get in a Wonder Tree, and I breed it. And from there, we go and we trade away the Pokemon that were bred. So, in the last episode, you guys voted for Gastly. So, I'm going to do this, and because I'm going to be doing this a little bit more in bulk so I can get it out to you guys a little bit faster, and a little bit more prepared, Gastly is the Pokemon I'm going to do, and I probably will pick the Pokemon I do for the next time. By the time after that, we'll figure it out, okay? We'll figure it out. So, as you can see, this Gastly is a 5IV Gastly. Its name is Fantominus. From France, the original trainer is Ricardo24973, and it's a modest nature with the ability Levitate, as all are. So, okay, so he hatched his, and then he kind of Wonder Traded away. He was obviously breeding, for one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give the Everstone to my Ditto. I'm going to give this Gastly a Destiny Knot so the IVs will pass down, and we're going to breed away. And while we're breeding, I'm going to talk all about Gastly. Alright, Gastly and Gengar and Haunter and the whole trio, and what they can do for you in terms of battling, because that's what this whole series is about. So, here we are, we're at the Pokemon Daycare Center. I'm going to drop off Gastly and Ditto, and we are going to get this thing underway. So, Gastly is the first in the chain of 3 Pokemon. It is the Gas Pokemon, Haunter is the Gas Pokemon as well, and then Gengar is the Shadow Pokemon. So, that's a good starting place. Gastly is not exactly the strongest of all Pokemon, nor is Gengar, but, I mean, nor is Haunter. Gengar is very strong. So, let's start off with this. Gastly and Haunter both are technically 0.2 of a pound. Gengar is a whopping 89 pounds. All of Levitate, so obviously Haunter's a ghost and Gastly's a kind of a ghost. And then Gengar has legs and has feet, and it's basically a real Pokemon, but it still has the ability to levitate because it is technically a ghost. They added in a Mega Evolution for Gengar, so Mega Gengar's pretty awesome. Base stat total for the normal Gengar is 500, 60 HP, 65 attack, 60 defense, 130 special attack, 75 special defense, and 110 speed. The Mega Gengar, which changes its ability to Shadow Tag, cannot run or switch while this Pokemon is in play. Basically, this Pokemon has a base stat total of 600, 60 HP, 65 attack, 80 defense, 170 special attack, 95 special defense, and 130 speed. So, as a ghost and poison type, with the ability Levitate, Gengar eliminates one of its main weaknesses, which is ground. Its two other weaknesses, technically it's 3 weaknesses. Technically 3 considering it has Levitate. Psychic, Ghost, and Dark all hit it for super effective damage because of the poison typing and the ghost typing, which kind of sucks. But you get rid of ground, and the rest of the typings don't do too much. Normal does none, Grass does half, Fighting does none, Poison does a quarter, Bug does a quarter, which is usually the killer for most Psychic and Dark types. So, because this is neither, it kind of has that advantage, and it also only Fairy does half to it. So that's another big thing, considering how many people like using Fairy types and Dazzling Gleam and all that good stuff. But I think the main point of emphasis for Gengar is your ability to use it. A lot of people like using a Focus Sash Gengar because it is fast as all hell, and it has the ability to get Destiny Bond, which is a really good move. You know, takes down the attacker with it, and with its speed, it usually can do so. But Gengar is a pretty good move pool. Sucker Punch, Shadow Punch isn't bad, Shadow Ball, Dark Pulse, Destiny Bond, Hex, which is one of my favorite moves, which is double damage when a Pokemon is status inflicted. Sludge Bomb for a stab, Energy Ball, Explosion. Yeah, that's one not many people know about. It's not the most effective because its attack isn't that good, but still, it has its advantages. Dazzling Gleam is another thing that it has. And I've seen some people go with a physically attacking one because it does have some pretty good egg moves, like Thunder Punch and Ice Punch and Fire Punch. Personally, I'm not one to do so. I think I might have had one at some point, but I never used it. It also can get Pain Split in Gen 5, but that's not exactly the most useful thing now, considering that Pokegen is no longer available. So, taking a look at Gengar, its main uses would be probably to just take out, well, because it has the poison typing, it is a good fairy killer. And that poison typing is great because of just, now it's actually useful, which is finally good that they give a use to poison. It's a good Pokemon. Let me just say that. I love using Gengar, I don't use it the most. And another thing is, a lot of people can predict that that someone would Mega Evolve with a Gengar, so they might go for an Earthquake, and that might be a good way to kind of play off not going for the Mega Evolution and going for just normal attack so you keep the Levitate. But, I mean, with its move pool, Gengar can hit Psychic types and Ghost types with its stab attack. It can hit Grass and Fairy with Poison with its other stab. It can hit Dragon and Dark with Fairy. It can hit a Rotom Wash with its Energy Ball. It can actually really destroy a Rotom Wash. It has a lot of benefits to it. And it's a good Pokemon. It's not the strongest in the world in terms of defense. And you might want to get that free switch in to get the Mega Evolution so you get the stats up instead of having to deal with not having the stats up and being the Mega and then exposing yourself to ground, which kind of sucks about it. It might be the least useful of the Megas, but it's one of my favorite Pokemon to have. I like using Gengar without his Mega Evolution, but that's just me. So, pretty much, that is all I have for Gengar in terms of ability. It also can learn Thunderbolt and a few other things. Basically, Psychic. It's a specially attacking absolute beast, and it's always fun to use. So you just need to know how to use it properly. It has its place. I don't remember what tier it is in exactly. I believe it is an OU tier. Maybe now switch to UU because, well, it's not the strongest in the world. But let me see, because I have all the tiers down on a document just because I'm like that. Gengar is OU. Okay. So, it's a good Pokemon to have, and it definitely is strong and capable of doing very good damage, especially once it's Mega Evolved with that special attack. But if you know how to use it properly, you can really eliminate people without needing to Mega Evolve it, and from there you can do a lot of damage and then have something else to Mega Evolve. So, in terms of team building, usually it's a good fairy killer. It's a good Pokemon to just go after dark types and pretty much all types. It doesn't deal with fairies well. I mean, with psychic well, and it doesn't deal well with other. You know, it sucks that it gets hit hard by Ghost, Dark, and Psychic. The three, I always consider those a trio, but it can hit all three of them as well. So it's kind of like it's a catch-22 type situation. But either way, Gengar's a good Pokemon, and we've already hatched 2 Ghastly. After this, I'm going to go over and I'm going to check their IVs, and then we're going to Wonder Trade them, and that'll be the episode. So, let's see. This one is just normal Ghastly. I actually hatched a shiny Flabébé yesterday, which was really interesting, because I was breeding a Florges. I wanted to finish up all of the Gen 7 breeding. I have, I think, 12 Pokemon left overall to breed that I don't have any of the chain from. But, and I got a shiny one. It's the white one, which isn't my favorite color of the flower, but the white with the purple probably would be pretty sick. So, you know, there's that. But, yeah, either way, we're 1 egg away now after this one, and then we're going to go over and check. So, a few more things to note with Gengar. It is a medium to slow experience growth, which isn't the best in the world, which means it takes a little bit longer than normal. Its base egg steps is 5,120, which is the standard. It's about 25 egg cycles. 25? 20. Yeah, I believe it's 25. I can just double check that real quick. 5,120 divided by 255. It's 20. It's 20 cycles. So after you have a Pokemon with Flame Buddy, like I do in Talonflame, it's only 10, which is great. There's the last egg. Now, a second note to just add on is the fact that I have 2 breeding tutorials over on my channel, to make sure you go check those out if you are curious about anything I'm talking about in this entire video. So make sure to go do that. It's I think they're pretty good tutorials. I have a basic one and then I have an advanced one. So yeah, pretty much that's how that goes. I'm gonna go over to now Kailude City, and we are going to check the IVs, and then we're going to Wonder Trade them away. So as you can tell, this is a bit of a long type process. It's longer than random Wonder Trades or whatever, you know, the rest of my colleagues do, which I love watching. So if you have stayed with me through all of this, I really appreciate it. It's kind of breeding and Wonder Trading all in one. And I like doing it all in a live comm, so I can kind of give you guys the examples of the Pokemon and all that stuff. Outstanding potential, HP, attack, special defense, speed. Okay, everything but defense. Could you have anything but defense? Let's see. Okay, that's one. Second is... let's see what this one got. HP, attack, defense, special attack, speed, everything but special defense. Okay. I'm gonna remember that. This one. HP, attack, special attack, speed, everything but defense. Okay. This one. Let's write that down. SPD. Attack, defense, special attack, speed. Did that say no HP? Let's see. Okay. HP, SPD. And last one is HP, attack, special defense, speed. Okay. So let's do that. Let's mark them, and then we are going to Wonder Trade them. So let's see. Okay. There we go. Alright, so we just marked all of these Pokemon, and now we're going to Wonder Trade all 5 of them. And what we get in return will be, one of them will be the subject for the next video. Luckily for the people who are going to be getting these, they already have been they've already been bred somewhat, which is good. You know, sometimes I get Pokemon that just have no IVs, and it's a little bit of a pain. You know, it's a bit lower. Some are a bit higher, some are a bit lower, but these are all pretty good. They're all at least 4 IV Pokemon, which is good. You know, that definitely helps out the odds for people, and that's good. They're very good. So people are going to be happy with what they get. It's the right nature, just not exactly the right, I guess, the right IV setup. But either way, here we go. Starting the Wonder Trade, the first one. Goodbye, Gessler. Enjoy the ride, my friend. Searching for a trade partner. Please wait a moment. So, guys, because we are at this point in the show, I thought I would ask you just a question. What is your favorite type of Pokemon? I know a lot of people's favorite is water. I just thought I'd ask. I don't exactly have a favorite. I think just... ooh, a Beldum. Interesting. I don't know. I don't really have a favorite type of Pokemon. I know it's not flying, though. I find flying is very weak. It might be... it's not electric. I don't know. I don't have a favorite type of Pokemon. I don't have a favorite typing for Pokemon. But, yeah. So, that's one. We get a Beldum in return. Let's see what we get for the second one. Okay, 2 IV. Not the worst thing in the world. Let's do another 5 IV. Everything but special defense. Modest Levitate. Modest nature being the raise in special attack, lower in normal attack. You know, looking at Haunter, its base stat total kind of sucks. If it was a bit stronger, I might consider using it as maybe a... Nah, it's too frail. There's really nothing you can use a Haunter for, except that it looks awesome when it's shiny. Same thing with a Ghastly. The Ghastly goes from the black with the purple to a purple with a blue outline, kind of similar to Spiritomb. Okay, Kecleon. Kecleon's interesting. Kecleon is not the worst Pokemon in the world. It's actually kind of cool. Yeah, Spiritomb goes from purple with green to, like, teal with purple. It's interesting. Let's see. That's 2. I wonder if Kecleon is a level 1 or not. Nope, it's level 30. So, okay, it has color change. Obviously, it was a reject from the... whatchamacallit? From the Friend Safari. So here's a 4 IV. Obviously, they were going after a protein Kecleon, which is, you know, that's a good goal. Man, I wish Spiritomb was a little bit better in terms of HP. Nah, actually, that would be too OP. It's a good Pokemon. I like Spiritomb. You know what? Maybe it's Ghost types that I like the most. I know I really like some Dark types, but I think it might be Ghost typing that I enjoy the most. I know I like Gengar. Mischievous is cool. Sableye's alright. Bayonet's cool. I like Dusclops. I love Spiritomb. I like Rotom. I love Frostlass. Giratina's awesome. Rodriguez is cool. Chandelure is awesome. Golurk. Yeah, it might be Ghost type. I don't know. As we get back a Bunnelby, this probably sucks, unfortunately. You know what, I just love Pokemon, so I don't know if I exactly have a type. I know that's kind of a bullshit answer and kind of a lame excuse, but when you have as many Pokemon as I do just across the board, it just is not a... Okay, it's level 1. Cheek Pouch? Actually, that's probably... No, it's not a good ability for that. It's good for Dedan, but not for this. But it's a level 1, so it must be... must have some sort of IVs. Alright, this 4 IV Gastler. Could my favorite type be Dark? I do like Houndoom. That was my first shiny Pokemon that I bred in Pokemon X and Y. Tyranitar's cool. Shifttree's awesome. Sharpedo's alright. Crawdon's cool. Absol, one of my favorite Pokemon. The Disaster Pokemon. Spiritomb also. Weavile, Darkrai, my favorite legendary Pokemon. Ooh, a Charmander! Liepard, Krokorok, Crocodile, Scrafty, Zoroark, yep, it's Dark typing. Bisharp, Hydreigon, Greninja, Pangoro, Malamar. Yep, it's Dark typing. I think Dark typing is my favorite of all the types. Okay, so let's see if that Charmander has anything. It has to. It has to have some sort of good IVs. That's pretty cool. I'm happy. Okay, it doesn't have the right ability, so obviously I'm assuming they were going for something relating to solar power. But either way, last one is a 5 IV missing defense. And then we will call it an episode. So, here we go. Who will my trade partner be for this last one? Like I said, make sure to leave what is your favorite Pokemon typing and why in the comment section below. I'd love to hear it, and I'll be definitely reading through all the comments as I always do. Okay, hey there, Ash from US, California. You ain't the real Ash. He's from Johto, or Kanto, or Hoenn, or Sinnoh, or Unova. Oh, that's a sucky way to end the episode. You know, I'm going to trade that Fletchling. Unless it is a level 1, I'm trading it. Because I really don't want to have this Pokemon here. I mean, nothing's worse than a Fletchling if it's not a level 1. So, let's see. It is a level 3. Yep, I'm trading it. No fucks were given. One final trade. I refuse to have this terrible Big Pex Fletchling. No chance for Gale Wing. Nothing. And just no. I hate you, Fletchling. Hate you. Gale Wing's actually a pretty awesome ability, even though it's really cheap. Okay, Japan usually does good by me in terms of this. Let's see. Go forth! Go forth and prosper! Mowile! That's a good one. That's a very good one. Someone's breeding. I'm assuming they're breeding, that Mowile. But that's a good way to end the episode. So, I am going to pick which one I'm going to do for the next episode. It's much harder this time around, so I'll figure it out. I might do a poll on Twitter in the near future. From when I'm recording this, so it'd probably be well past the time for you to vote for it. But either way, let me see just how good it is. Okay, it's level 15. Not bad. Caught in the Glittering Cave. Okay, so it's not the best. But I'd rather have that than a Fletchling. So I'm going to put these in the box, and that's going to end the episode. So I hope you guys enjoyed. I'm Moonlight Swami. This was Random Wonder Bred. The just whole description of it will be below if I have a description for it. If not, well, yeah. I hope you guys enjoyed. I am Moonlight Swami, or Swami Studios, and I will be talking to you guys later. Peace, I am out.